Now I thought I'd wrap this video up, but just a quick update on the car sticker situation. Check this out. Sticker B, sticker B, sticker B, sticker B. Hola amigos, Stuart here with an update video today. We'll have a bit of a chat about some of the interesting stories that caught my attention in the press over the last week or so in Spain while I take my dog Mia for a walk this morning. An early start today. It's around 8:20. The sun is just coming up because we're still on daylight savings time here in Spain. That's finishing soon, and hopefully we'll get some more light in the morning when I'm out and about recording these videos, because it is still a little bit dark. We'll get the weather out of the way. Another fine day today, not a cloud in the sky, getting up to around 24-25 degrees Celsius, I believe, and still quite dry. We haven't had much rain over the last week or so, unlike some parts of Spain, the Mediterranean parts of the country, lots and lots of rain. But here, I think only one day of rain, or it rained overnight, so we didn't actually see it. So still quite dry. Now, one of the big stories this week was about the new EES system, the entry-exit system into the European Union, and of course Spain began to roll out the system, I think, late last week, or maybe it was on Sunday. I can't remember exactly which day this thing started. At the biggest airport in the country, Madrid Barajas, it started, and according to the government here, there were no problems, and a lot of people skeptical about how successful this new system will be, whether queuing times will be increased. As we know, here in Spain over the last few years there have been some issues with border control, long queues at some airports around the country, namely Malaga, I think, suffers quite long queues, especially during those peak tourist months, the summer months if you like, and we'll see if this system is indeed successful or whether it does cause queues. The British press, as usual, a little bit skeptical of this new system, saying that it will indeed cause people to wait longer to get into the European Union, up to 4 hours, I have read in some British press outlets, but I haven't seen too many negative articles in the Spanish press about this topic. I'll have a look for some, see if I can find them, but I think mainly it is the British press that is a little bit anti this system. No surprises there. And to give you an example of the negativity in the British press about this new system, we can see the usual press outlets there with the negative headlines. GB News, travel chaos as Britons warned to leave extra 4 hours to get to the European Union. The National Scottish travellers facing 4-hour queues with new EU system. And the London Evening Standard, airport chaos looms for Britons over new Europe border checks. We'll click on that one and see exactly what they're going on about. And basically, travellers to Spain, Portugal and Italy told to prepare for 4-hour queues. British families should prepare for chaos this weekend as UK officials say they have still not been told which EU countries will introduce new border arrangements. Travellers visiting places such as Spain, Portugal and Italy are being urged to prepare for 4-hour queues. The entry-exit system comes into force on Sunday. And as I said before, here in Spain I haven't seen anything in the press about those 4-hour queues, but I could be wrong. A quick look at the Spanish press about the same topic, and I can't see any negativity at all. All I can see here is that the new system has started. That's in the first article, the second article as well, the third article, the fourth article, the fifth article. All they are saying is that it has started, nothing about 4-hour queues. And the minister is even reported here as saying that the start has been satisfactory. So the government seems to be happy about the implementation of this new system. If anybody has arrived in Spain recently from outside the European Union and has gone through this new system, let us know in the comment section below if you faced queues or not. Were there any hold-ups? Were there any problems with the new system? Please let us know in the comment section below, because I'm interested to find out. And if you're not familiar with this new exit and entry system, basically they're replacing the old system of passport stamps, and everything now comes down down to biometrics, facial recognition, fingerprints and things like that. So passport stamps are a thing of the past, and this new system slowly being rolled out around the country. And as I said, we'll see if it is successful or not, but I imagine that it will be. Now, the next story that caught my attention this week, it popped up in my feed a few times, and it's about some new restrictions that car owners here in Spain are going to face, or at least owners of certain cars. For example, old gasoline model cars and older diesel model cars. Some changes, and this is one of the articles that caught my attention. Quite alarming for people with this type of car. Goodbye to the free movement of the B label cars in 2026 in these cities here in Spain. Cars with a label B sticker will begin to have problems in some cities from 2026. We can see the headline there. Now I'm going to read on because I have a car with this type of sticker. If you're not familiar with the sticker system here in Spain, every car needs to have an environmental sticker on it if you can get one. You can get different types of stickers. I've spoken about this before. There are eco stickers, there are zero emission stickers, there are B stickers, there are C stickers, and according to what type of engine and fuel system your car has, you're going to get a different type of sticker. And the type of sticker that you have on your car will determine where you can go and where you can't go in some cities here in Spain. And more cities are going to be implementing this type of system. Restrictions when it comes to vehicle use. In Madrid, it's been going on for a while now. In Barcelona, it's been going on for a while. But there is a law that says that cities here in Spain with more than 50,000 people need to have low emissions zones. And according to what sticker you have on your car will allow you to go into those low emission zones or not. I hope that made sense. I'll continue reading, and the first thing I see is, I'm sorry, but if your car has the yellow B label on the windshield, think that in 2026 you will be an outlaw, I think that should be outlaw, of urban asphalt, because the city councils have decided that it is no longer enough to have chased the cars without a sticker. Now the fashion is to leave out the Bs as well, because it seems that the air is only cleaned when you buy an electric car in installments. The matter comes from the Climate Change and Energy Transition Law, which is our cross, and which obliges all cities with more than 50,000 inhabitants to set up their own low emissions zone. That means cameras, fines, and various prohibitions to filter traffic and, incidentally, collect your own. And it goes on to say that the yellow tag is sentenced to death. So how long will owners of cars with this yellow sticker be able to drive them here in Spain? That's the question. And it's not as if there's only a few of these yellow sticker cars getting around here in Spain. Actually, there's quite a lot. And according to an article that I read, 31% of vehicles here in Spain have this type of sticker, the yellow sticker. So do the maths on that one there. Almost 1 in 3. And since I'm out and about this morning and there are some cars in the street, let's see if that percentage is correct and 1 in 3 cars has this yellow sticker on it. Or let's see some of the other stickers that we have in this particular area. Let's just start with this van behind me here. So the first car, the first sticker, and it is indeed a B sticker. Let's have a look at this next one. This car here, no sticker at all. So I don't know how long that car is going to be able to circulate for. Another car here, a C sticker on this one. Let's check this one out. B sticker, if you can see that one there. This one here, no sticker at all. Another car here, the sticker is B. This is an eco sticker, so that's the first one that we've seen. Let's check out this one. B. What about over here? C, B, B. So I reckon that percentage of around 31% or just over 31% is fairly accurate given the vehicles that we have just seen. So the question I have is, what does the future hold for these vehicle owners? You've seen how many B stickers there are, and with these new rules and regulations that are going to kick in from 2026, you're not going to be able to drive cars like that in virtually any Spanish city with more than 50,000 people. So again, what's the owner of this car going going to do? Are they going to be forced to buy a new car with a different type of sticker? I imagine that's what the government wants, to get these old cars off the road, get cleaner air and more environmentally friendly cities. And as I said, 2026 is the year. And you can see another article here with the headline, "New fines for cars with DGT label B in Spain." Up to 8 million vehicles in Spain are already facing significant restrictions on use in many low emission zones that are beginning to enter into force at the end of 2025. The first fines of €200 for non-compliance with these accesses have already begun to be processed. So it's already started. And this is where I got that figure from before, that 31% figure. No less than 31.5% of the Spanish car fleet is now at risk without having confirmed their free access to dozens of low emission zones that are already beginning to be implemented in the largest cities of Spain. And in some cities and some neighborhoods here in Spain, the percentage is a lot higher than 31.5%. In fact, some cities in Andalusia, some towns in Andalusia have around 50% of the vehicles with this yellow sticker. So not looking good for those car owners. So what are some of the choices that the owners of these vehicles are going to have going forward? Well, obviously they're going to try and sell their car if they can get some money for them still. Maybe sell them to a country that doesn't have these environmental rules and regulations, maybe the north of Africa. That could be an idea. Then they would have to either buy a vehicle that is environmentally friendly, fork out the cash for one of those, or they just use public transport. I think those are some of the options. If you can think of other options, let me know in the comment section below. And if you are a vehicle owner here in Spain, let me know if these new changes are going to affect you, and what color sticker do you currently have on your vehicle? Again, let me know in the comment section. And the final story that I'll talk about today, another story that caught my attention in the press over the last week or so in Spain, is about immigration. The main opposition party leader, Mr. Feijóo, came out and said that if he gets elected, he's going to change the way Spain deals with immigrants. There's going to be some big changes, especially when it comes to obtaining Spanish citizenship. Currently, it's quite easy for people from certain countries to obtain Spanish citizenship, and Mr. Feijóo has said that he's going to make it a little bit harder. Like Mr. Feijóo, many people on the right side of politics here in Spain think that it's too easy to get Spanish nationality. Too many people are getting it, and that's what they want to try to stop. And one of the things that they are going to do is make the language exam a lot tougher, raising the level from A2, where it is currently, to B2, quite a big jump, and also making the citizenship test a lot more difficult as well, because currently it's very easy. I'll say it again, it's very easy. In fact, it's so easy, as we can see here from this article, X-ray of the new Spaniards, 2 million people nationalized in 15 years, and almost half Moroccans, Ecuadorians or Colombians. Sanchez's government has granted Spanish nationality to more than half, breaking the record in 2023. Last year, it was granted to 221,805 people, the third highest figure in the series. And as I said, the majority of people who are becoming Spaniards from Morocco, Ecuador or Colombia, and for some people that's the issue. And the opposition leader, Mr. Feijóo's words are quite clear when he says that nationality should not be given away, it should be deserved, and that is his slogan currently when it comes to this topic. Now, I mentioned this the other day when I also spoke about this topic, and it is that if anybody out there is planning on becoming a Spanish citizen, doing the language test and also the citizenship test, I would do it fairly quickly and try and get it out of the way before Mr. Feijóo or another person gets elected in this country and the rules and regulations become a lot tougher, because as I said, that language requirement is going to go up. It's going to be more difficult to get the Spanish nationality. So I would be getting it out of the way as soon as possible, because it could become a whole lot more difficult Just my recommendation. On that note, I'm going to wrap the video up. Questions and comments, please leave them in the section below. If you have anything to add to the conversation today, please, the comment section is the place for you. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so that you never miss a video when I publish it. Until the next one, hasta luego from sunny Spain. Now, I thought I'd wrap this video up, but just a quick update on the car sticker situation. Check this out. Sticker B, sticker B, sticker B, sticker B. So an enormous amount of vehicles in this neighborhood here on the outskirts of Madrid have that yellow sticker.